Hi everyone. Hi, it's Eleanor Grace here from London in the United Kingdom, and we're on May I think it's 4th or 3rd. Oh, yes, it's one of those, isn't it? May the 3rd. We've had a bank holiday here in London, in the United Kingdom, and everybody's in that party spirit where we're all getting ready for some nice weather. I hope you've got great weather wherever you are. So welcome to the show and to Moonstruck TV and A1R Psychic Radio. Now, I'm a natural psychic medium, and I'll be using cards here. These are my tarot cards. You can see them all here. I'll be taking some of these here to represent you and your readings, and I'll also be using the crystal ball in my readings here with you today. And this is my rose quartz crystal. It's a lovely big crystal ball. Just illuminate that for you a little bit so you can see the blush pink colour. It's the colour of love, isn't it? It's where we bring in romance, opportunity for affection, good friendships as well. I look for hearts in the crystal ball, which is what I'll be doing here in the readings for you. And when you come through online, you can phone and get free readings on this show, and we will endeavour to look into the crystal to see all of the universal images that perhaps represent you. We're looking for those souls in spirit that have passed over, and we are also looking for some indication as to the events and circumstances that are going to cross your path. And that is how, as we use psychic clairvoyance and mediumship ability, that we really look to see who is with you here on the earth plane, who's traveling with you, who your guides are, and any messages from those very special loved ones that we've shared a journey with, shared a pathway with. And I think that you really know sort of just how you are going to be using everything in your power to make those psychic connections. So the rose quartz crystal ball will do that. That will allow you to realize some of those unfulfilled dreams, and perhaps allow you to meditate a little on yourself, and allow you as well to just link in and use your natural intuition, your natural psychic ability to really show how you can better harmonize in your pathway. What are you here for? What do you want to do? How many opportunities are there for you? And what is it that you want to take forward with you in your life? Who are you going to meet? Is there somebody special? Let's have a look at your family and your friendship group, and how successful will you be in your career? What will you get up to? And what are your big plans? Going to the moon, maybe? Or, just moving down the road? Well, it doesn't matter, does it? Whatever it is, we've all got a pathway to follow. And that's what I use in the crystal ball in my readings. Now, you can get through to me directly on gracedestiny.com. That's my website. And you will see the opportunity there to make calls for our services, which extend to the United Kingdom, to Europe and Ireland, and that's using the euro, and also to Australia, where we have a line specially set up in Australia to take Australian callers. And I know that we reach out to all continents. For USA callers, you can book again on my website, just on the normal psychic readings. You can book an appointment, just be aware of the time, maybe give me a quick message first, and you can pay in US dollars as well. So that is really instructive and giving you a great opportunity to get through to an actual clairvoyant. I can do readings with you on Zoom, on video link, on Skype, on WhatsApp, videos, all sorts of variety of platforms we can use. So let's have a look at you then and reach out to our callers who are coming through here today on the show. So let's have a look now and see who is on. Hello, is Catherine there? Hello, Catherine.
This, hi, how are you?
Hello. I'm good. I'm very good. And yourself as well. Let me just have a look at you now, Catherine. Firstly, I'm going to take my cards here just to get a great link. And I'm just going to go along here and try and just select one or two for you, Catherine. We'll go straight in the middle. We'll see what this one is. Well, we've pulled out here the King. It's very important when we pull a king out, because of course it's your man. It's the man that you're involved with as well. King of Cups, person who you're thinking about, the person that is in your heart, in your mind, and in your sentiment as well. So I feel that you're a very sentimental lady, Catherine, and that you have got a great big heart, because I'm seeing hearts all around and stars as well that are glittering here. So you're a night person, nighttime person, and the romance and the sentimentality really grow very strong. But this is a man who's living, he's not in spirit, he is a person who belongs by your side, Catherine. So he is the person that you may well rely upon, that you may well have a lot of reason here to be thinking about him right now. So are you in that relationship with this man, Catherine?
I didn't hear the first part of the man when
All
you
right.
said that. Could you
Yeah, he's
repeat
just your.
again?
Yeah, sure. He's your king. He's here. So really what I'm saying is that he is the man who stands by your side. So it's your relationship, the person who means so much to you, that you're very sentimental about, the person who loves you as well, by the way. So there's a great deal of love and support that is around you here. But he is living. He's not in spirit. There is a man in spirit around you. I can sense his presence. That will be a father figure, your father perhaps, or grandfather, or a mentor, somebody that you had a strong relationship with, but that's in spirit. This is a man that's standing by your side. So a person that would be in a relationship with you.
Huh. No, there isn't anyone at the moment.
Well, he's going to be there then. That's what you're being told, because this is the man, the King of Cups, is the person who is going to love you and you will love him back. Now, there is another card here for you, which is this one. And this is a card of home and really the past, where your home was in the past. And really, this is indicating for you here that somebody has let you down miserably, badly, a long time ago, perhaps, but that was a journey that you had to take. You had to reach this point where you understood that you perhaps had made some errors of judgment and that you were too trusting in your wisdom and in your capacity to bring a partner into your life. So that's the past. Now we're going from that situation to this one. And this one is the partner, the man that is going to be by your side, the person that you will love, the male energy, your yin yang. And it's imminent. It's going to happen imminently. So let me just now take a look into the crystal for you, and we will shine a bit of a light onto the crystal and see who is here. So firstly, can I ask you, Catherine, has your father passed over?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that male energy was very strong. Grandfather as well, his father as well. I do feel that you have this sense of duty. There's a fulfillment that's there for you that I'm seeing here in the crystal. So it's a path that you have to follow. You can't turn back. You will not do that. There's no room for you to, sort of look back on perhaps some decisions that you've made and make any changes that you feel are necessary, because there isn't any need for that. Your father is with you. His bouncing balls all around you. So you must have liked to play with balls, or you did as a child, not footballs, but his bouncing balls everywhere. And I think that that's a message for you. He wants you to perhaps try some new avenues, kick things around a little. Don't be too judgmental either. He wants to thank you as well. You must have been very patient and understanding with him. Perhaps fighting his corner a bit at times where he didn't expect you to, or didn't think that you would. So that will make sense to you on another level as well, Catherine, perhaps deep in your heart. But do you feel as though you were his favourite? Because I just have that that this likability and sweetness that I'm feeling. It's very much about a promise of a relationship that you are going to be truly happy with in the future, and it will replace disappointment in the past. But you can't bring the past back. It's gone. That's it. You can't do anything about that. But what you can do is look forward and look at how you are going to be able to produce some very fruitful new beginnings for you, starting again, a clean sheet of paper. You're able to swan off into the sunset, really, and have your own story that you're going to tell. But your father and grandfather too, they're making the waves for you. So here, I'm just going to take these cards again and take this card as well. This is for you. This is the card here of, sorry, it's that way, of the lovers. And the lovers is very important. It's an important choice that you have to make here, Catherine. And that choice is really going to be, well, do I stay as I am and carry on with pleasing myself in my life, or do I make that jump and that leap of faith to say, I want somebody to share this journey with me. I want companionship. I want to be in love. I want to be loved and adored. I want to feel special and to have that special person by my side. And that's the promise that came through to you straight away in the King of Cups. So it is really important that you understand that as well, and that you can recognize that part of your experience, that part of your journey. So, how do you feel about that, Catherine? Do you feel that this is what you're ready for now? Perhaps that's what the message is from your father.
I think I'm close to being ready.
Quite close, I think, perhaps more so than you realise. There were some difficult times, weren't there? And I'm getting sort of heavy weather here as you're speaking. So you must have felt quite a lot of oppression, and perhaps that was fairly violent in some ways, but in many ways it left you feeling exhausted. The previous relationship, that past, that home that you felt was safe and secure once upon a time, has left you perhaps a bit worried about stepping into something new. Well, you're being told here today, don't be worried about that. You can't be, because if you are, then it will just ruin possibilities for that future path to really take a hold. So let's have a look here at a final card. Do you have any questions that you want to ask me as well, Catherine?
Not at the moment, not yet.
Yeah,
Not yet.
okay, all right. All right, let me see what we've got. Well, I've taken the Sun card here for you. That's amazing. It's only the best card in the deck, actually, Catherine. So this is about, yeah, come on. It's time. You can lift your head up a bit. You can stand tall. You can look that world straight in the eye and you can say, I'm going to be happy. And it's your choice to be happy. So don't choose to be sad. All right. Well, lovely to speak to you, Catherine. I hope that you've enjoyed your reading. I just want to say that your father will stay with you. Who is John, by the way? Who is that? Do you know him at the moment?
John.
Yeah, John.
Um, gosh, that name rings a bell with me, and yet My mind
Yeah,
is
it's not.
blank at the moment.
It
Gone.
often happens, particularly in a reading. Well, I've got that name around you. It may be that this is somebody in spirit who's passed over who wants to say hi. Yeah, I'm here. I remember you, and I'm bringing you lots of luck as well. It's another John, a twin flame down here on the earth plane. So you could be holding hands with John very soon. Come back, let us know, let us all know what happens. And it's been delightful to speak to you today. So thank you for calling in. Now, I do have Barbara as well on the line. Hello there, Barbara. Are you with us? Can you hear me? It's Eleanor
Yes,
speaking.
yes, Eleanor, I can
Hello.
hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Oh, you've got a lovely,
Excellent.
sweet voice. I do like your voice.
Oh,
That's really
thank
nice.
you.
Okay, Barbara, let's get going now with your cards and your reading. We're going to just hold the cards up in the same way that we have done. Or let's use this hand because getting tired hands here. They're quite heavy, these cards. I'm just going to bring this one out for you. It's the King of
Okay.
Pentacles. So this is a boss, somebody at work, somebody in the corporate sector who you will encounter. He is crossing your path, and it's a person that you will have a great outcome with because you're negotiating like a little deal for yourself. And this will be connected to money, earned income, and it shows an improvement in your financial circumstances, mainly through your own efforts and through your negotiation. So there is a very important person that you're bound to cross paths with in, well, let's see how long into the future. We'll take a card and just have a look for a number. And we've actually got the 9 here. So the next 9 days, that will be your time scale for absolutely taking a hold of negotiations, making them count, making them work for you, and for you to be able to ask for something that you would want to have. It may be that you just want more money and that you feel better valued than you are currently being appreciated for. So this is about abundance and uplift in your status and also in your availability for new beginnings, because it always precipitates an opportunity for growth and expansion. And that's exactly what you have. Second card, let's
Excellent.
take that. Okay. Are you
Thank you.
in that are you in that situation where you're about to negotiate or perhaps be very diplomatic about your role in work or business?
I do see things coming. Yes, there is right now.
Yeah.
That's currently the environment, I should say.
Okay. Well, I feel it's very good for you. And it's time for you to, stamp your feet a bit and say, well, I demand this. And you can get it. Absolutely. And here we've got the card that represents 6 of Wands, and this is all about riding high with success. So you can afford to be forceful. You can afford to say, well, actually, I'm going to plump for success. I'm not going to plump for anything less than that. And that's what you're going to get. So that's really quite amazing. I do like that. And it also shows that you've got lots of ingenuity as well as intuition. So your own psychic senses and that intuitive side of you, the empathy that you feel is coming through in the workplace, but it's also coming through in your own personal development, because you're going to be feeling so much more confident, and you will be feeling as well that you have the right to take this place now, that you can fill this space, and it's joyous in your life. Do you have a son, an older son? There seems to be 3 children here. Let me go to your son. Is he the eldest out of your family?
Yes, I have a son who's 11. He's my oldest.
He's your oldest. That's who I want to talk about, because it seems as though you've got a lot of conversation with him. And you need to be very careful, with what you say. I've already mentioned diplomacy here, and that it's walking a tightrope. That's what I want to say. You have to be so careful how you tread
Okay.
with him. He's lovely. He's an old soul that is here, and that's why I'm connecting
Yes.
to him. He's not quite fitted into his spot yet. He's not quite there in the space that he needs to be in. So there's a long way to go for your boy, and you will have reason to be extremely proud of him in his journey, in what he is going to achieve in his lifetime. But right now, he's tender, and he has this tender need for his mum to be able to understand what he wants to say, to put up with some difficult behavior, perhaps moodiness, not really bringing out some of what he really wants to say and what he really wants to do, but to talk to him about some choices that he might be making at the moment, and to reassure him that he can change those choices at any time. He feels to me as though he's like a chosen one. I know that may sound silly, and you can interpret it on whatever level you want to, but in many regards, I feel that you want to find out about him, your relationship with him, your journey together, and what that's going to actually prove to be, because it's a big life. It's not just a small, minimal life that I feel that he's going to enjoy, and you by his side as well, and the rest of the family too. So it's an important time of transition here for your son. I know that there's a female there that I'm not sure whether she's in the future, but a future pathway will reveal her. And you should make space for her and make room for her, because she's a very, very good influence, although she won't appear to be at first. Bit of a conundrum. And that's what puzzles you about your boy. Let's have a look into the crystal here and see what is ahead for you. It's a very clear picture, even though we've got the rose quartz. The rose quartz is all about loyalty, really, and love, and this pact often brings in family situations and relationships that do prove to be very positive. Do you have a dog, by the way? I'm seeing a dog here. Who's got the dog?
Yes.
Barbara, is that yours? Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes,
yeah, great.
we have dogs here, and dogs that recently one dog had recently passed on.
Ah, right. Okay, that's what I'm connecting to then. That would be your dog that passed, because there's lots of bark, 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 going round and round and round into the crystal, which is really sort of like this little animal that chases its tail all the time. But you will actually feel, because you've lost a pet, your dog, that a new friend is actually coming into your life, not a dog, but a person. There's a new female that is here. She's lovely, lovely friendship that you will form, and the attachment will be long and rewarding. So I'm seeing welcoming
Wonderful.
arms. Yeah, welcoming arms towards you. And you need somebody to lean on a bit. I feel that life hasn't been too great in the last 12 months for you, perhaps harder than you thought it was going to be. However, times are changing now, and you can see the times changing here all around you in the crystal. There is a
Excellent.
pathway. There's two. You may find that you have to divert your attention in this decision-making process to actually move on quicker than you expect, because you're on a pathway and then it diverts off here, Barbara. So it takes you to either another location or somewhere that you didn't think that you would really be. And sometimes when that happens, it's like there's an unexpected opportunity that comes into our lives that changes it and makes us wake up a bit and think, I didn't know I could do that, or I didn't know that's the way that I should go. And this is what your pathway is saying to you here, that you do have a time of change. This can be extremely rewarding. I feel as though you're going towards water, so either a stream or a lake, and that this is a place where you may find a lot of peace. So you can sit, you can meditate, and you can think as well about those loved ones passed over, because there's a lot of spirit here around you. And I feel that you have such a lot of love in your heart as well. So let me just take a couple of cards. I'll just give my arm a rest there. They're very heavy, the crystals, when I hold them up. So your mother here, strong mother-daughter relationship. But do you also have a daughter, Barbara?
No, I don't.
Okay. Um, did you lose a child at all? Do you know if you did?
I've been told before that I have miscarried.
Yeah, yeah. I just feel that there's a female energy keeping you safe all the time, and it's a mother-daughter. I don't feel as though it's your mother. I feel that this is a soul that belongs to you, and that couldn't incarnate in this lifetime, but is with you and going forward with you. So I hope that you understand that, and that you can take that, because sometimes it's a difficult conversation to have, and we don't know why these things happen, but you also will know and will have gathered in your lifetime so far that you are protected, and that strange things seem to happen to you in particular. And you often will have wondered that. I'm sure you have. Is that right? Are you thinking like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. It's sort of like you've got your own personal rainbow above your head. It's like an umbrella, but it's a rainbow. And that's what is there for you.
Thank you.
It's rather wonderful, rather wonderful. So whenever you're feeling sad, just get your own personal rainbow out and say, I'm going to put my rainbow umbrella up now. You might even buy one. You might see one. It's a bit of a jokey one, but
you.
nevertheless, it's there for you. And you've got here Page of Cups. So a lot of love coming your way. This is your relationship, by the way, and the person who wants to offer out an olive branch. So you have an apology coming, whether you know it or not, whether you're expecting it or not. There's an offer, there's an apology, there's a new beginning. So, Barbara, thank you for joining us on the show, and also accepting your rainbow umbrella. What a lovely image and what a lovely ending to the show. So I'm just going to give you all a little blast of the crystal ball. This is my rose quartz crystal. I'm going to have another look in this, and I will just say to you, it's been wonderful talking to you all here, and I will see you again at the same time next week. That's Eleanor Grace, gracedestiny.com, and I'm signing off.